you're gonna fail. You're gonna stall. You're gonna get stuck. You're gonna lose emotion. You're gonna feel like your idea is the stupidest idea you ever had. You're gonna beat yourself up forever starting it, okay? Here's why. It's not because your idea is bad, and it's not even because you're failing. It's because you're in a moment you're stuck in and you don't know how to get out of it. Every building in the whole world has a fire alarm in it. And since we're all little kids, we've been told this is exactly what you do should you smell smoke in a building or see a fire. Immediately go find the little red emergency box on the wall and pull the handle. Done. No emotion, just action. This is by design. You need this. You don't have that in your life. Your ideas need this too. This entrepreneurial creating your own way in the world job is hard, man. It is tough. Even when it's going well, it's sometimes hard. It's exhausting. And you need to be prepared for what comes next. You need to be prepared for failure. We plan for launches, we don't plan for stumbles, right? And you have to know exactly and precisely what you're gonna do when something goes wrong. The worst thing you can do is stall. That's how like a missed workout becomes a missed month of workouts. That's how an avoided sales call becomes a quarter of lousy sales. You stall because you don't know what to do to get yourself out of this rut. I call this the red handle rule because I read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. And he made this really simple point. He goes, since we're all little kids going to schools, they told us what to do if we smell smoke or see a fire in a building. Go find the little red alarm box on the wall and pull the handle and it's done. You don't have to think about anything else. And there's something really powerful in that. You don't have to think. It's easy to do. You just go do it, right? Okay. So I thought about this and how it applies to our businesses. So suddenly something's not going so well. What is it? What's the problem? The problem isn't the problem. The problem is you don't know how to get going. So I came up with 6 little rules for you to follow. Here's the first one. Recalibrate. Okay, so as soon as you become aware that you're feeling terrible and negative and down, stop and remind yourself about the work, who it's for and what the purpose is. What the hell is the serious shift, Dennis? Why does it matter so much to you? You know, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to be an overnight sensation? Of course not. What are you trying to do? I'm trying to put out a quality video that somebody listens to and says, this is really good, and shares it with somebody else. I'm slow, I'm patient, I'm easy. That's what I'm really doing. Okay, recalibrate. Here's the second thing, and forgive me, I'm pulling my notes out of my pocket. Okay, act. Just like the red handle rule and the fire alarm, you need one simple thing that you know to go and do in your business. So I'll give a non-business example and a business example. Non-business example, you're watching TV and you realize, I didn't work out today. I didn't work out yesterday either. Uh-oh. Now what usually happens? What usually happens is you pile on yourself. Now the negative self-talk starts, right? You're terrible, you didn't work out, you never do. How many gyms are you gonna join and quit? Another failure. You're not a gym person, you should just give up on this idea, blah, 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 blah. Oh boy, cut that out. What you need is one small victory. I'll get up and go to the gym right now. No, you won't. You didn't even go today when you were supposed to go, and you didn't go yesterday either. So don't make it an impossible goal. I'll go to the gym at 9 o'clock at night. Come on, you don't wanna do that. What you want to do is put your shoes on and walk around the block. Anybody can do that. And it's a win. Give yourself a win. Walk around the block. It'll take you 4.5 minutes. And when you come back, you did something. Trust me, in work, I call it my 25 emails. What's that all about? I send 25 emails. I live in Canada, so I use hockey as a metaphor from time to time. I just have to go on the forecheck. Usually when I feel a little stalled, it's because I'm creating stuff. and I can be really excited about creating a new program, a new keynote, but eventually, all that time in the laboratory drives me crazy. I need to get out and bang some bodies. I need to go make something happen. So I jump in my inbox and I email 20, 25 people, and those 20 to 25 people, what do you think they do? A whole bunch of them email me back and book calls. A whole bunch of them say stuff like, funny you should email me today. I was talking about you the other day. Do you know so-and-so? Like, if I send out 25 emails, I tend to make money for 90 days. I'm not even joking. Make some phone calls, do something. One paragraph, one line, whatever you might be stuck in. I shouldn't assume you're a business owner. Maybe you're a stalled writer, a frustrated writer trying to write the great American novel. Write a paragraph, buddy. Just write something. Here's number 3. Reset your mindset. You know, this is a powerful thing. I mentioned a moment ago, so then we get all over ourselves with it, right? Oh, I'm terrible. I didn't go to the gym. I'm lazy. Enough of that. Drop the self-criticism. Avoid the shame spiral. Replace I blew it with I'm back. I don't care, whatever it takes. Progress is not linear. Recovery is strength. Isn't that powerful? Here's another one, number 4. Ready? You gotta reach out. Reach out to who? You gotta know who your support staff is. So what I'm saying is, you know, you got this great big plan for this thing you're creating and how it's gonna work and what you're gonna do. I'm gonna stick with writing. I've got my book outline. I have my chapter outlines. I'm gonna wake up every morning early. I'm gonna write for an hour and a half or 2 hours in my house when it's quiet. And as soon as my kids wake up, I'm gonna stop writing. I'm gonna write 4 days a week, and every Friday, I'm gonna send it all to the editor. Dennis, you said that so clearly, it's like you've written a book. Yeah, that's exactly what you do. Okay, now tell me, great American author, before you even write the book, what the hell are you gonna do when you don't feel like writing? That's what you need to know. I won't. I'll always feel like writing. No, you won't. And some days, the days you don't feel like writing will be the day that follows the day that you wrote the most, and we're in a great big state of flow. Trust me, it happens all the time. The highest highs, the lowest lows. You need to know what you're gonna do, what your red handle, rule is, and you need to know who's on your support team, who gets the text, who steadies you, who tells you the truth. You gotta build this before you get started. Here's the next one. Review the lesson. All right. When these things blow up, and I just went through this blow up, and you wanna hear how funny it is, or the irony of it? It was over these damn videos. So I'm putting a lot of effort into these YouTube videos. I've been persuaded it's the right place to find you and help you. So I'm writing them, or recording them. The other day, I put one out that I was so proud of. I was just like, oh my God, I'm getting good at this. And I put it out, and I waited, and like, less than nobody looked at it. Just the number of views crushed me. I was devastated, just devastated. I quit. I told Tom, my partner, I can't do this anymore. I said to him, this dream I have of this, I'm letting it go. It's not gonna happen. I accept it, Getting rid of all that stuff, bringing it down to earth, like, oh, just awful. Well, of course, Tom's the guy I call. And he helped me get all landed. And then the consultant that's helping me with this, his name's Milko, he was so sorry to hear I was feeling this way that he sent me a video where he was showing me the analytics on all of my videos. And I don't want to say that he was laughing at me, because he wasn't. He was taking my feelings very seriously. But he did have to point out to me, dude, it's working. What the hell are you talking about? Don't quit. So this is this idea of, once you figure it out and you land on the planet again, what you need to do is revisit the lesson, and preferably not pull a header in the snow. Revisit the lesson. What triggered it all? So I look at these videos. I was really proud of the video. I put it out. Nobody watched it. And you freaked out with anger and rage immediately. kinda, you know. I hate to think that's true, but yeah. Okay. What else was going on? I was sick, had been for a few days. I had a lot of pressure with 2 big presentations to do. I was traveling, so you were exhausted. Yeah. Okay. So what triggered the stall? What system broke? What boundary failed? Improve the system. Don't attack yourself. Extract the data. The next day, I tell Tom, I'm not making the call with the consultant. To hell with it. I'm done with this. I'm going to do this. And that's when, of course, I got the video from Milko saying, I'm so sorry to hear that you're feeling this way. Here's the data, dude. You're crushing. And I had to revisit it all and realize, Dennis, go right back to the very first point. Recalibrate. Dude, there's no need to be putting yourself through this ringer. It's completely stupid. Recalibrate. Take a small step, as I've said already. Whoopsie. Sorry, everybody. Reset your mindset. Yeah, exactly. Love it. Reach out and review the lesson. That's what you got to do. Winners aren't perfect. I'm certainly not perfect. I wish I could do these without notes in my hand, but I can't. Do you know how long that stopped me from doing them? Years. Now I don't care. This is how I have to do it right now. We're not perfect. What we do is we recover quickly. Okay, we can take a punch and get back on our feet really quickly. Every single building in the world has the little red fire alarm thing on the wall, okay? You need to have the exact same thing. You got to figure that out. So that when you stall, and you plan this before it happens, your smelling smoke and seeing fire is replaced by, and what are you going to do when you wake up one day and you just don't have it? And you just don't feel like fighting the good fight, and you hear yourself starting to whisper in your own ear with poison. What the hell are you going to do? What's your red handle rule? That's what you need to have figured out, and you got to get it figured out fast. When you stall, don't spiral. Pull the red handle. What's your red handle? And now that I have you right here, do me a favor, would you? Subscribe, my friend. I'm here to help you. Watch this video right here.